be up pretty much all night tonight, probably tomorrow night as well. But I want you guys to be able to see a little bit of the paint process for these pieces that are done. Basically, I've got the harness done, shoulders, torso harness is all done. The rib cage is all done. I've actually just painted some black onto the torso harness. I left the area in here not touched because that's where I'm going to be attaching my Velcro. Because the Velcro is going to bind the rib cage right to the chest piece. And I'm doing it that way because I'm going to be installing a light inside where the red disc is, so it glows. So I have to be able to get into it when the battery dies. So a better way of doing that than to make it so just that the whole back piece is Velcro. That way I can just pull it off, change my battery lead, put it back onto it, good to go. But yeah, unlike most of my cosplays, this one here definitely breaks down in pieces. Like these here will detach from the shoulders and neck portion. The actual shoulders that are on the torso, those detach as well. And when I build the staff tomorrow, that's going to break down either 2 or 3 pieces. Depends on how long I make it. Hey Mel, how you doing? Yeah, yep, definitely crunch time. Definitely. I've been just working my ass off to get this done. And I've been working on getting another bio booster done for a client at the same time, which will be done by Thursday as well, which is good. So I've been working on 2 different projects at the same time. This really looks good though. I like this. I tell you, paint, you can have a piss poor sculpt, but if you can paint that sculpt really good, it will definitely enhance it to a whole new level. If you've got an excellent sculpt and you can't paint worth a damn, you're going to make it look like shit. Learn to paint. Learn color composition. Learn how to shade. Learn how to work with an airbrush. I really can't say that strongly enough. Hey Kimberly, thank you so much for the follow, hon. Welcome to the clan. You know a proud Dragon Scion. Alright, so let's see if this is... That's almost ready. So I can do to this what I did to that horn. I actually almost wasn't going to wear a costume to this convention, which would have been the first time I would have done that ever. Because I was working on the demon legs for a client of mine, these huge demon legs for his Bloodhound tank that I also built for him for his web series. And I finished that up like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I finished it up and got it out to him. Love it. He's right now doing visual tests with his swimming crew and the whole 9 yards with it. There's a link in the channel here. If you guys have not seen it yet, you can click on that link, or I can link you guys a picture or a few pictures of it. That's one. And you can just go through the album and see, the various shots of it. They're huge legs, just huge. And I built it off of my body, and I'm 6'2". So that just gives you guys an idea of how massive them legs are. Let me go off of Facebook, because if not, I'll get slammed with questions. Thanks, Lyle. Thanks, man. Yeah, I had a blast doing that suit, but it took just so much of my time, and it was kind of like a last minute thing. My client wanted me. Well, he got in touch with me about a month, no, about 2 months ago, and asked me if I had time to do it. And I really believe in this guy's project and what he's trying to accomplish. But he's paying for the whole thing out of his own damn pocket, and that ain't easy to do. All that equipment, and everything, having to book studio time, that shit is not cheap at all. Hiring me to do his stuff for him, all the creatures. So, even though I really didn't have time to put it together, I told him, I would do it. And that meant me really buckling down and having very, very little life with my family, and get shit done. But I got it done. I got it done. And, it bit into my own personal costume time. Because I always try to go to a convention with a new costume. I try not to repeat myself if at all possible. Even though I know they're awesome costumes that are just fun to wear again and again. But I always try to at least have something that's new. So like I said, I almost did not make that commitment this time, but I was watching this anime and I noticed that the character that I'm working on, Ainz Gon, about 90% of his actual outfit is robes. And I was like, even though I can't sew, I'm not good at sewing at all. I'm gonna be using some glue and fabric. I was like, that's probably something that I can pull off. I'm not alien to sewing at all. My dad was into fashion, as a designer, so I understand the principles of it. I've just never ever sat down to a sewing machine myself. So I'll be doing it with glue and doing my hems, all that stuff to get the robe down. It's gonna be a ghetto ass robe, but it's gonna be a robe nonetheless. But because so much his body, as you're telling the pictures, his body is covered by that robe. So that's going to give me that wiggle room. Instead of having to worry about building an entire costume, armor-wise, whatever, which I normally do from the ground up, I can go ahead and cheat a little bit because with that one there's ropes and just work the robe. Gotta be careful when you airbrush too, that when you are done painting that one area and you release the trigger, you don't want to just take your finger off the trigger so it snaps back. You want to gently glide it back to a resting spot. If you do it that way, you won't get a buildup of paint sitting right there. So when you go to paint again, you don't get a splotch of paint. So you make sure, like with this one here, you push down for paint and back for air. I make sure I got it back to the front the same way. That way I don't get no splotching of paint. Sometimes you may want that splatter effect, but it's not an all-the-time thing. Just taking my time. Let me push you over a little bit. Just taking my time and getting this airbrushing done. For you guys that are new to airbrushing, like I said earlier, airbrushing is all about layers. All about layers. Taking your time and you just slowly darkening or slowly lighting up something, whatever it may be, until you get that desired look you want, you know? Okay. Let that set for a minute. Yeah, Lyle, definitely doing it, man. Sleep. Drover, no. These two pieces here, that's the horns, which sit on his shoulders. This right here is the mask. Right off of camera, you can't really see it, is the harness for the torso and everything else. Over there is the rib cage. Up above that, all the gloves, which are boned up. So yeah, I've been cranking it out. Definitely cranking it out. So my goal is to have everything that can be painted tonight fully painted up. I need to do a little bit more construction work on the torso, the back, and the neck area. I have to close that up, and I want to hit that with a base coat of gold, because the whole neck piece here, as you see it in the artwork, is all gold. So I went again and got the Canon Gold spray, pull it outside, spray it down real quick. Then once that is done, I'm probably going to continue to assemble the Dragon Booster arm for my client, get that out the way. And then once that is assembled, because right now I'm painting everything in sections, everything's already been built. I'm just painting everything separately to glue it together as one piece. Like these are the horns of the booster right up there. But yeah, get that done. And then from there, I'm going to work on the staff. This damn staff is fucking crazy. It is not a straight staff. It is not a staff with stuff curling around it. The whole goddamn staff is curved like that. Just crazy. With a pretty cool looking toppy. So tomorrow is going to be pretty much busting that damn staff out as fast as possible. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow because of it, because when I do stream it does take away from my build time. But hopefully I'll be able to get enough of it done to where all I gotta do is paint it. And if all I gotta do is paint it, then I'll definitely stream that, because that won't take too long, because the whole staff is gold. There's no real shading to the staff, so I'm going to add some shading like I did here, just to give it a bit more life. And then I'm just going to double check the cloth, you know, the robing part of it. I still have to build the hood to that robe piece. Right now I got the whole robe in a plastic bag tucked away, because I don't want any dust, any dirt hitting it. You know, but yeah, so I still got my work cut out for me, but I got 2 days, really a day and a half, because I've got to be ready by 6 p.m. Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, well, today's Tuesday now anyway, so Wednesday and Thursday, yeah, about a day and a half. Something else you guys can do when you're airbrushing your stuff: heat gun. You can use your heat gun to speed up the dry time. You just gotta be careful when you use it. Always keep the heat gun moving. You know, don't keep it in one spot, because you'll bubble the paint and you'll also burn the EVA foam. Yeah, but you can just do that, and that will help speed up the dry process a little bit.